Do you want this? Follow me. First go to File, then go to Import, and then File. Choose for Pictures. Move them to the timeline. Then go to Composition, then Composition Settings, then change the ratio to 1:1, like I did. Then change the scale so the photo is fitting to the screen. Do it to each photo. And then pre-compose each photo. Duplicate all of the photos and move them to the bottom, like I did. Add motion blur to all of the photos. Change the scale of the 4 top pictures to 35. Move the top for photos like I did. Then change the scale to the 4 bottom pictures to 50 and change their position like I did. Make sure the pictures fitting to each other. I made a mistake. It should look like this. Now go to Layer, then to New, and then to Solid. Make sure the color is black. Move the solid layer to be above the 4 bottom photos. Change the opacity to 80%. Make sure to add motion blur to all the layers. Choose the 4 top photos and pre-compose them. Add the effect drop shadow to the top layer. And change the distance to 13. Choose the 5 bottom layers and pre-compose them. Now you have only 2 layers. Add the effect wiggle, rotation to the top layer, and change the value to 2 and 3 like me. You can add the wiggle rotation to both layers. Now we gonna edit the 4 top photos, so double-click the top layer. Then we can see the 4 top photos. Now add to each photo on the Start a Position keyframe. And move the keyframes too, when you want the picture to be in her place. Then go back to the start and move the first photo like I did. Do it to each photo like me. Now move the first keyframes to where you want the animation to start. I recommend to do it like me. This is what it should look like. Then separate the dimensions of the keyframes. Right-click on the position and choose Separate Dimensions. Depend on what position you use on the animation. Delete the keyframes on the other one. And then easy ease the keyframes. Choose the keyframes and tap F9 on your keyboard. Do it to each photo. It should look like this. Then go back to the main composition. You can also choose to not add the wiggle rotation. Now we gonna add the shatter. I forgot to do it, but first add an adjustment layer. You can do it from going to Layer New Adjustment Layer. Add the shatter effect to the adjustment layer. Then change the view to rendered. Then go to Shape and change the pattern to glass. Then go to Force 1. Add a keyframe to depth. Move the keyframe to where you want it to start the shatter animation. Change the depth value till you can't see any cracks. Then go to the end and change the depth so you can see the cracks. You can choose how much cracks there are by changing the depth. Then easy ease the keyframes and go to the graph editor. Now copy me. And you done. Don't forget to follow and like.